Hello everyone, this is the Civil Bro Mainak and it is the day 6 of the AutoCAD tutorial. So without wasting any time, let's get started. In the first 3 days we have done up till this, we had made a ground floor plan and put it in the proper format, unit settings and all before that. And after that, the first floor plan and the column positioning and then finally the elevation. In the day 6, we are going to attempt to complete the section. So generally, when okay, before starting, you make sure you like the video because it helps really in the YouTube algorithm and it encourages me. Okay, so before talking about the section, so when we talk about building a section, generally you include the staircase in that particular section, right? So that's a particular note that we include the staircase in the section so that the particular building elevation is properly visible, and after you complete you will know also why building the staircase is included. So section can be both ways. In some places you can provide both ways section, but let's start with the first single way section, that is in one direction. They can take in both the directions as well. Okay, so for giving a sections you need to make a denotation. Okay, so let's say give a line here, and we'll use another line here, and we'll use another line like this, right? And this line we'll put it at the center to match it. So where is the center? This is the center triangle, and then we'll just simply move it little bit upwards. Auto is on, so it will always be at 90 degrees, and then we'll join this like this. So once this is done, I can trim it, okay, and use the hatch command. We'll use a black hatch here, so it will be a solid black. So this thing you can just select here, and you can mirror, or you can select and copy from here to here. So once this is done, and then the time for the numerical or the denotation, just take text here. So let me just give it section capital A, and this also you can copy from here to here. So this is section AA. For convenience, you can just select that both the text and the arrow marks and make it a block so that we can keep it. So it is the spec AA. I'll just name it whatever you can name it, whatever. So you can see it is selected it once. Now you can place it as per your convenience at a particular location. Let's say after 1, 2, and 3, and 4 risers, I'm placing it, right? The section of the building, you can place it at the ground floor, first floor. It will be the same. So this will be building front elevation, and below this we'll do the building section here. This is the same height. So the height is the same. Building section. Caps also will go all caps here. Building section A. So building section A. We have denoted what we mean by A. Okay. So same thing. We'll go. The heights will be the same for everything, and you can take from here also the reference, because the lengths and all will be the same. This is a very useful feature where you can take this thing. Okay, so the plinth height, you can see 2 feet 6 inches. So let's go 2 feet 6 inch. And then it is 10 feet 6 inches, 10 feet 6 inch. And then it's 5-inch slab. So the slab will obviously appear here, 5-inch slab below. And then we have another 10 feet 6 inch. That will also obviously appear, and a 5-inch slab here for this. And this is a 9 feet, staircase that will also obviously appear 9 feet. So first try to finish the basics, then the remaining details, it's easy to do, right? So the basics are done here. So let's join. And yeah, this side we have a column obviously, and you can see in the section here, sorry, we have to go up to bottom, select this EX center and then join it. Okay, So now when you cut a section through here, you can see this will the columns, this one column will not be visible, some portion and some portion will be visible. So you can see the wall we are given is, of 10 inches, obviously. So 10 inches wall and the column is of 12 inches. So 2 inches of column will be visible, and then the remaining wall will be visible. So this will be the case in the ground floor as well as the first floor. When you go to the headroom, also the same case will be there. So the same case. So let's go for offset of 10 inches, and then we'll go for an offset of 1 feet from the same position. Now, it's interesting to note that below, when you go to the ground level, there will be no wall. So you cut this, this will be only column. So this hatching is very, very important here. In the slab, however, will there will be only slab. There will be no, brickwork in the slab. So it is only slab. So this is the thing, and let's just start with the hatching, because the hatching is very important. Because many people think, why do you hatch in the beginning? But hatching is the most important in here. So we'll do the hatching. So this is concrete column, and this is the concrete column. Boundary couldn't be determined. We might have a just a leak. Let's see. Just zoom out a bit and try to fill it. Okay, yeah, we'll go here. Basically boundary wasn't determined because maybe we can zoom out. Okay, you have to be a little bit careful because if you zoom in too much, this might not take. Okay, so this is once this is done, and then we'll go for the brickwork hatching. So the brickwork hatching, this brickwork will take, and the remaining things we can also match properties. So okay, so if you're satisfied with this, then good, or else you can always change the scale. Let's see what if we do 2. It's too much, I think 1.5. I think it's okay, 1.5. Okay, so I can always do this hatch, and then the brickwork, obviously, I can give, and if you not want to match the properties, MA enter, and then we can match the properties here. Okay, so this portion is done. We're moving from single pipe from left to right. So now we can see the same thing here in case of this particular section. We will see the door, obviously, where we can make the door here. The door will be visible, and a portion of 2 inch of the column is also visible. Obviously, will not make the bed. This will be too much. In this area, this is 5-inch wall. So 7 inches of the column will be visible, and 5 inch of the wall will be visible here. And similarly, in this side, we have a door, and then after the door, we have 2 inches of column visible, and again 10 inches of column visible. So like this, we will go. So next thing which we want is, you know, uh, this is, let's see, if this is accordingly. Yeah, this is accordingly. So the next thing which you want along the column will have 10 inches along the column. So let's take a line here. Since this is, we have drawn, according to this, in line with this, so no problems. So and trim here, no problems in that. So offset of 10 inches, 10 inches from this side, and then again offset of 1 feet from here. So 1 feet from here, and similarly we'll do the same thing with this. We'll trim the portion here, and trim the portion in the roof, or the roof slab, we call it. Okay, so in the headroom also the same things will be the same, So we have done this portion, and just complete the hatching. So hatch, HA enter. So first of all, we will just do the concrete portion. Don't worry, now it's showing brick. We'll then later match properties. Because okay, so this is something I think has gone out. So we'll do it again. Hatch. Let's complete. This one is good, right? This one is good, and this one. Let's see if it works. Okay, this one is good. this one. Okay, so this one has a problem actually. This particular part maybe it has some gaps. Okay, so let's do it. This one is good and the top one is good. Okay, sometimes you have to do like this. Okay, and then we select the concrete, MA, enter, match property here. Okay, so this is done. And again, HA, let's see if this is okay. This one, and this one has a problem, I think. So let me just, okay, no. Okay, just select this one. Okay, this one also has a problem. So, if you have facing problems like that, simply just take a rectangle here, because it might have some any gaps and all. So we can plug for plugging the gaps, select a rectangle like this. Again, space to repeat command and place a rectangle like this. It will take time to plug the gaps, so just why waste your precious time. So that's why you can use this trick. And again, portion is remaining, and for that, let's try. And otherwise, we'll do the same rectangle trick here also. Okay, it worked now. So select this and MA, enter, and just touch this. So we have achieved what we want. Here we have the brickwork and the RCC. So now let's go to the next part here. Okay, now moving to the next part, and yes, the 8-inch extension will also be there. So just offset of 8 inches, and not the hatching, it will be line. Okay, select this and EX, enter, and select this. Obviously, the first 3 portions, and then I use the trim command. TR single enter in this. Oh no, the new version TR single enter, and the older version TR double enter. So this is it. So if I like zoom in and then do this, then the entire thing will be deleted. So I have to zoom out and do this. So this is only for the new version. Many of you are using the older versions, I know, but the latest version it works like this. So here and here also, this also for the headroom also 8 inches, offset 8. Sometimes you press in the hatch, so it will ask you whether you want to do the hatch. So trim command, TR enter, and then space, and then do this, and then you delete this. Okay, so this is done. And for this side also, you can do the same thing. Offset and 8 inches and 8 inches extension. So select this, EX, enter. So these 2 are the extensions here, and then trim the remaining portion, right? So we're good here. Now we have to place a door here. So you're seeing a door in this side. This is actually a door in the first floor. Okay, the first floor we have a door. So let's place a door here. This door for the first floor. So just take this, and the lintel height and all is the same, So after this point, we will just place this in the section. Let's the first floor, and then in the ground floor, if you cut this in the ground floor, you can see that the parking and there is no door and all here. So we will not be seeing any door here. Okay, in the ground floor there will not be a door, but however, this thing, the column portion will be the same. We'll see 7 inches of column, since it's a 5-inch wall, 7 inches of column and 5 inch of wall. So let's first of all, let's just take the line along with the column is there. Okay, and then obviously trim the remaining necessary portion, zoom in and trim, the remaining portion will be gone like this. So this is the advantage of using the new versions of the CAD 2023. Okay, so this is the 7-inch wall, and I'll give 5-inch, so sorry, 7-inch column and 5-inch wall. And we'll just check it will go for the headroom or not. Obviously, it will not go up to the headroom. And in the bottom, as I said, in the below the ground plinth level, it will be all RCC visible. Okay, so this is the case, and obviously trim the portions which we don't need in the slab. Okay, so the slab portions trimmed, and now you can just go and do your hatching. As I said, remember, don't underestimate the hatching. Hatching is very important, and it is conventions. If you get your drawing checked, many people, uh, you know, take that seriously. Okay, so again, this we have a problem here. So don't waste time in plugging the gaps. Just take a rectangle and then use the hatch, and then this is it. So this portion, okay, this portion I have just done it wrong. So I'll just delete it. Okay, hatch, and this portion is okay. So these portions, select this and enter, and this is RCC, and hatch A. This is also RCC actually. This two portions. Okay, this portion also has a gap. So I'll plug the gap. So hatch it. I'll keep these two portion at once. And now I have a rectangle, so I don't have any problem. And now I'll select this and match properties for this. So when you do this, the top one will also get answered because I selected it once. Now hatch and do my this brickwork. As you can see, 7-inch RCC to 5-inch brickwork. This first floor also 7-inch RCC, 5-inch brickwork. So this is visible, and after that we have a door in the ground floor as well as the first floor. So this is a common thing. So we have a door here, obviously. First of all, let's copy to this point for the door, and this point for this door. So this there are two doors, and in the first floor also there is nothing here, and ground floor and first floor both there is nothing here, and then we have 2 inches of RCC and then 10 inches of brickwork. So from there, this side, let's go 10 inches of brickwork, and then offset of 1 feet from here, and then trim this portion. So we're good. HA enter. Let's mark the RCC first. Try to mark the RCC first. Okay, we have to trim some portion. Yeah, obviously for the slab and all. So these portions are trimmed, and when this portion is trimmed, let's try to mark this time the brickwork first. Okay, HA enter, brickwork, 10-inch brickwork, 10-inch brickwork. Okay, escape. So next remaining things you can do together. HA enter, RCC column, select this. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, this is going to be done easily. No gaps. You're lucky. Okay, here we have gaps again. So, okay, let me just do this two first. This one had no gaps, and this one also was done easily. So, okay, these two. Let me do complete first. MA enter. Sorry, select an MA enter, and then select this destination. So these two are done now. Now for this portion, we'll take a rectangle to just plug in the gaps, and select this rectangle. MA enter. Sorry, not MA, HA enter, and then now we will have no problem. Select this, MA enter, and then this is RCC. So with this level of detail, you have to or more, you have to complete the section here, as you can see. So now we have the brick columns and the brickwork in here, and now in the bottom portion, what we'll have, we have sand or soil filling. So in this below the plinth level, so we'll have to show the soil or the sand filling here in the plinth level as well. Now it may ask that we'll also have the beams and all. Why don't you show the plinth beam? So you can show the plinth beam if you have the structural drawing with you, but generally the elevation we only show the roof slab and don't show the beams. So that's the general convention. But if you have the structural drawing with you as well, then it can also show the beam. But for that, you have to make the elevation after the completing the structural drawing. So that's why in general most cases they don't show, but now I've seen some drawings that show as well. So it depends on you, but I'm not going to show here. Okay, HA enter, and this we'll be looking for some sand. So let me select this three first and select this. I'll just go for some sand here. So sand filling is done, and sometimes when sand is not that cheaply available, because river sand is not available in many parts of our country or many areas. That's why sometimes this soil is used, but sand is preferred. Okay, so this hatching, I think this is good. If you want to increase it, we should do it too. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so sand filling is done below the plinth level, and this is the section here. And then we got to have a final, hatching of your roof. Okay, before that, see any trimmed portion is remaining or not. You don't want to just do it again. You want to do all the three roofs at a single go. If we luckily don't have any gaps, we will do that, right? So H A enter, and then first, then second, then third. Okay, third one we have a gap. So let's go take a rectangle here like this and like this. So H A enter, first one, and then the second one. Okay, I've zoomed too much, I think. Second one, zoom too much, they have difficulty in determining the boundaries, right? Third one, and then this select the concrete, obviously the concrete slab, and we enter, and then select this, and then we have this concrete slab over the head roof slab, first floor, and the ground floor roof. So this is done. Now we have to do the most important part. I have saved the most important part for the last, because this is a very this is a thing which he needs at least to do it once or twice or have some practice before confidently executing this. Also, all my students who teach AutoCAD, so they also have some, most of them have some difficulty in the staircase portion. But once the concept is clear, it's pretty simple thing. So no need to worry about that. So just need to have the basics clear. So it's not a very big deal, the staircase portion. Okay, in this section also. Okay, so now you need to see why which portion we'll see in the staircase when we have the section cut out like this. So AA which we are seeing from the front. So we are kind of where the first floor is written. We're kind of standing here and seeing the building from here. So we'll see the stairs, stairs, in the from the rising portions. Okay, so the entry is through here, and we are going clockwise. So, okay, we are climbing a staircase like this. So if you are cutting this portion out completely, we'll be not seeing the first one, two, three, four riders. We'll be not seeing the first four riders, and we'll be seeing the remaining risers and also the landing portion. And of this flight, this particular first flight, and the for the second flight also, one, two, three, four, and five. These five stairs will not see for the second flight as well. So that's the your concept. So we'll start from here. We know the riser is 6 inches. So we'll start from here. So let's take let's not complicate things and take a small line. Otherwise, you have to trim it again. Okay, offset of 6 inches. So let's go. So it is. You can see that there is it's starting from here. So it's one and two risers, three risers, and four risers, right? So four number of risers are there. So in the first step, you have 10 number of risers. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let us count again. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 number of risers are there. Okay. So there are 11 number of risers in here, and if you see this actually there are 11 number of risers in this one, this as well. You just see this one, two, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So there are 11 number of prizes, but if there are 11 number of prizes in the first step, there will be 10 number of prizes in the next one, because I'll just show you the brief portion of the calculation. So if it's 10 feet 6 inch, so it's 10 feet 6 inch, so it's 10 into your 6 sorry, if it is 10 feet 6 inch, so if the number of prizes you want to find out, so 10 feet into 12, so it is 120, okay, and 120 plus 6, so 126. So number of steps required by divided by 6, it will be 21. So it will be 11 plus 10. So if it's 11 plus 10, so 11 in the first step, and it will be 10 in the next step. So that's how it will be. So if there are 11 steps here, starting from this, and there will be obviously 10 number of steps in the next riser for making it your 10 inches. So there we can make a minor correction in that. I think I have thought that it was 10 steps, so that's why I had given one extra, no problem. Okay. So this is 11 and 10 steps in the risers each. So here, obviously, when you are starting from this, we have this one riser, 2, 3, and 4. And up to the landing, we'll have 11 exactly. So 6 inch we're taking. Let's go. Uh, let's go. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So just to check the height of this 11 risers, it's 5 feet 6 inches. Okay. And the total, the height which is we have to climb, it is, actually the total height which we need to climb, it's actually 10 feet 6 inches. So if you just calculate 10 feet 6 inches minus 5 feet 6 inches, so it will be 5 feet. And for 5 feet, climbing 5 feet, number of risers which we need is 5 into 12, which is 60, divided by 6, that is 10. So that 10 number of steps we have in the next flight. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is perfect, and we are good here. Okay, we are okay. So this is portion for the landing. We'll just extend this a little bit, right? For now, and this one, or else you can just not extend this and just make it a different color. Let's say red to denote this is the landing portion, and then we'll go further. This will be 6 inches more, and we'll delete the portions which you don't need later, right? So this is 6 inches more. This one will just do back to bilayer, right? So 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you can see it's perfectly matched. So now we can see the concept of the risers. You understood that there's 10 plus 11, that is 21 steps for a 10 feet 6 inch height of floor to floor height. So you're good here. Now we need to see this is the obviously the column portion. So after the column portion, how much steps will be remaining. Okay. And if we see it from here, we have to know that the staircase portion will be visible full. And if you observe, from after the staircase, this particular length will be remaining. Actually, if you've taken this part, this particular length will be remaining for the staircase. This is actually 3 feet 1 inch. Okay, and this will be visible from here. And then we have a 2-inch gap, and then we have this particular portion of 3 feet 3 inch. Okay, so 3 feet 1 inch. So go 3 feet 1 from here. Just go 3 feet 1 from here. Obviously, line we'll see when to select, and then we are going to go 2 inches gap in between, and the remaining portion must be 3 feet 3 inches. You can check it here. That's perfect. So I'll select this, and you don't not comfortable trim because there is hatchings there. You can just do it like this, right? Okay, perfect. So once this is done, now you can see I can delete the portions which we don't want actually. Okay, so when we are taking a section from here, now it's only part of this section arrow. So we're taking a section from here means 1, 2, 3, and 4 risers we have to delete from this portion. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, just turn the trim command on. 1, 2, 3, 3 deleted, 4. 4 will be deleted from here. This is the landing. So above this, all we will not require in this side. These are deleted. Obviously, these are portions of the gap. So this there will be nothing here. Okay, done. And when we just will just climb up from here, so it will go up. Okay, so this portion below the landing in this portion, it will not be required. Done. Okay, and then you can just extend this and delete this gap also, because it will not be visible from this. And again use the trim command. Now you can again need to see the where we have the line. So we have the line of the section here. So last 1, 2, and 3 steps will not see. Last 3 steps. So remember, last step is merged with the slab. So this is 1, and second step, if we do not see this, 2, and then 3. This is the third step which will not see. So we'll see up to this. So shift and then extend this, and then we can delete the gap here as well. So this is a portion which will be visible. Landing is here. You can select this and now do this 5 here. So this is the mid landing portion, and this is the portion which will be visible here. And you can also denote the landing slab which will be there, because this is also slab. Let's go for a 6 or 7 inch landing slab. Okay, 7-inch landing slab. And this, when we just cut the section here, the landing slab will obviously be the entire portion here. We can show the landing slab like this. So, if you cut the section from here also, the entire landing shed slab portion will be visible, but it will be visible, after the staircase portion. So, on the portions which are beneath the staircase, that portion will be the landing will be visible. So let's join this and delete this. So if you are not comfortable, if you don't show the landing portion also, then also it's cool. No problem in that. I'm just showing. Don't show this portion. This is then it's also okay. Landing slab. Okay, will not show the landing slab part. Okay, if you show it, let's see how it looks. Hatch, and this below portion also hatch. So it will be kind of like this. Landing slab will be visible here, and this is obviously these are the staircase, and it will look like this. This is the landing slab at 5 feet 6, and the same denotations which we used above, you can use it here, and also the heights as well. So no need to copy except the parapet level. Obviously parapet will not come here. But let's just copy everything first and select this and select it, paste it here, right? Ground level, plinth level, let's see, this is the 5 feet 7 feet lintel level. Obviously 7 feet lintel level we have, ground floor lintel level 7 feet, and 5 feet 6 inches is a new one. Parapet level, we don't need to show it here since there is no parapet in the section visible. If you took the section in a different place, maybe parapet will also be visible, but it's a different story. So this is the thing, and And this thing is added new, this landing level, and you can just add a text here, multi-line text. This is the mid landing or landing simply. Landing is also tiny type of slab, so mid landing slab for the staircase. This is at 5 feet 6 inches. Looking strange at the section, so just move it out and use this markings which we have used for the other things. Ground floor lintel level, I think we've shown in the section there, so I'll just ignore it now, but show this. Okay, so this is it. This is the section here, which is visible in the ground floor, and the same thing will be visible for the next floor as well, because you have done the section here. In the same portion, we'll do it here. So the same thing will be visible in the next floor as well. So just copy this, and you can simply select it from here, and you can paste it here. And when you talk about section A, just copy this, since to be clear that section A is for both. Copy this at one, and then same location we have this. So this is section A, and this is the section ground floor. Okay, ground floor portion, and then you have the first floor portion. So this is it for the sections, and you also, if you have anything common with this hatch. No, I think what happens is deleted if anything bad happens. A lot of hatches we have given. Okay, so okay, now it's fixed. So we have completed. Press Ctrl plus S to save all your progress. So we have completed all the portions of the plan, section and elevation, the basic things which every civil engineer who is in design field, who is in does structural design or architectural planning and all. So basic things every in fact at the student level everyone should know. So I had made a video series on this. So if you want any further things which you want to add to this series regarding to building drawings, planning and drawing, you can comment, and I will make sure I make a video on that. Or else the next series will go for the structural design of this using StatPro, Tekla, ETABS, and make a competitive. So what do you say? What do you want to see in the next video? Comment below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. Bye bye.